What's going on, everybody? Robbie Diesel here with the Curated Culture, and today we got another Feet Heat unboxing for you. I'm really excited and really curious to check out this pair of sneakers that we're going to be looking at, which we'll take a look at in just a second. But first, before we do that, I need you to do two things for me. First and foremost, I need you to make sure you're subscribed to this channel. If that little subscribe icon is still bright red, that means you haven't yet done so. So go ahead and click that. Turn on the bell icon so you get notified each and every time that I upload. Secondly, I need you to make sure that you share this channel with your friend. If you're enjoying the content, if you like the videos that I do, whether it's about shoes or TV shows or wrestling, whatever, share the channel with a friend, a family member, somebody that you love. Let's grow this thing. I'm almost to 400 subs. The biggest, most important goal for right now is 1K, 1,000 subs. So do your boy a favor, hit that subscribe icon if you haven't already done so, and share the channel with a friend. Let's grow this thing. All right, today's sneakers that we're gonna be taking a look at is a pair that I'm actually really excited for. The Nike Cosmic Unity, which is what we're gonna be looking at today, isn't built as sustainable as the Space Hippie 01, which was the running shoe that I took a look at a little while back, but it's still pretty impressive with what they were able to design using the materials that they use. So without further ado, let's crack the box open, take a look at them. So first and foremost, this is the box. Kind of like a traditional sneaker box. It's got their mission statement right up front there, that they are trying to move to zero. They haven't done like a specific time frame. I would like to see or hear them put a specific month or year on that. You know, that really drives it home. It lets us know that you're serious when you put a specific time and date on there. But nonetheless, I still applaud them for their efforts. Now, the one big difference between these and the Space Hippie 01s is that these guys were actually double boxed, which is one thing that I was a really big fan of with the Space Hippie 01s, is the box that they were shipped in was the actual shoe box. Whereas with these guys, you have the shoe box, and then you also have the shipping box. Not very eco-friendly, Nike. Oh, inside of the box, there's not your typical affair. The wax paper isn't in there. I didn't see a spare pair of laces. I could be wrong, maybe I overlooked them. Maybe they're tucked in somewhere. But this is a sneaker here, man. This is the Space Hippie Cosmic Unity. It is a gorgeous looking basketball sneaker, and the one thing that drew me to this pair in particular were the colors. I'm a big fan of that bluish gray design. It puts me in the same mind frame as the Nike Air Mag with the Back to the Future sneakers, right? That's what this colorway is. I'm also a really big fan of this kind of funky, dare I say, cosmic looking Nike swoosh on the side. If you really get in close on there, it did a really cool job with the paint swirls and making it look kind of out there, kind of spacey. And that's essentially the central theme of the entire sneaker. Like, the whole shoe itself looks like really alien made. The back of the sneaker itself actually reminds me more of space or alien technology than anything. It's got this really deep bubble kind of cut out on the back. It reminds me of like maybe like a spaceship thruster, some extra jet engine, something like that. It's really cool. I really dig the design of the sneaker here. Now this is, for all intents and purposes, this is a basketball shoe, and as such is also going to be heavier than the Space Hippie 01s, which is more of a casual slash running shoe. But this guy is definitely heavier. I can tell that already. And it probably had to be, because if it's a basketball sneaker and if you want people to be able to play basketball in them, you don't want to make a shoe that's thin and lightweight and frail. You know, you don't want to pull a Zion and bust out of the seams of the front of the sneaker there. Which, by the way, Nike actually made a conscious effort, at least to me, with the design, to kind of throw this double stitch finishing right along the toe there. So There's not gonna be a very easy time of busting through this sneaker at all. It looks great. And again, I'm a big fan of it. Now, the shoe also has this really high sock liner sort of design right at the top and the upper of the sneaker. And I'm glad that I went a half size up. I usually go true to fit, but I went a half size up with these just because it's got that Nike Flyknit upper as well. And if you've ever owned a Nike sneaker with the Flyknit upper, you know that it can go one of two ways. It's either gonna be really loose and it's gonna fit really well, or it's gonna be crazy snug, which, you know, if you wear socks, you don't want your toes rubbing on the inside. So I went a half size up on these guys, and I'm very glad that I did, because when I do put socks on, thanks to this thicker sock liner up here, it just gives me that extra room for a little more comfort. Now, if you're gonna be playing basketball in these, which I am not, maybe you do want to go true to size, because I did notice also that they flop just the tiniest bit, not a deal breaker for me at all. And again, I wanted them to be a bit more comfortable. That's why I went a half size up, but you might be able to get away with going true to size. My recommendation, half size up though, for sure. Now, focusing it back in on the design of the sneaker, of course, and with Nike's Flyknit design here, you'll see that it's kind of double and triple woven in some spots. And what they did with the threading here is magical. Underneath, you got this kind of darker gray and orange accented threads, and then you have even thicker threading along the top there. I'm assuming this weave design was done so in a way to make the sneaker, again, more durable, but also more breathable, so they don't get too hot on your feet. And then again, on the heel of the sneaker here, you got this lovely little pull tag, which I'm assuming is there to help you get the sneaker on a lot more comfortable. There's actually 4 of them in total. There's one right on the tongue, there's 2 on each side of the sneakers there, and then a larger one on the back. I dig that, man. This is overall a really, really solid sneaker. Now, another thing that Nike was very braggadocious about is what they're dubbing the Nike Recycled Air Strobel, which is this guy on the bottom of the sneaker here, which is made partially with TPU, which is a material that's used for shock absorbency. So when you're on the court, or if you're just running or walking in these shoes, you get a little more shock absorbance, which in the long run is what you want. It's what helps keep your sneaker comfortable wear after wear after wear. Now, another thing that I just picked up on while I'm looking at the sneaker here is there are little, it looks like little vent holes drilled in the actual tongue of the sneaker too. So I feel like Nike was concerned about making sure that A, this sneaker was comfortable, but also more important than that, B, that it was breathable because of the different types of materials that they're using. Again, this is definitely a thicker and heavier shoe than the original Space Hippie line. So I'm pretty sure they had to make some kind of sacrifice somewhere, but they didn't want to do too much in regards to compromising the overall design of the sneaker. All in all, I dig it. I'm a big fan of the look of this shoe, but looks aren't everything, right? We got to get that fit into the mix. So what I'm going to do is toss these guys on the feet for a few seconds, do a little jog, a little strut, jump around in them, and see how they feel. So catch you right back here. So all in all, I'm a big fan of these shoes. They fit comfortably, they feel nice on the feet. The more I hold them and the more I kind of play around with them, the lighter they feel. They don't feel as heavy as I initially assumed that they felt. There's these big chunks of paper on the inside too, which is also not very sustainable, but be that as it may, I took those out and the shoes are considerably lighter. On feet, they feel great. I'm thankful for this kind of looped lacing system, because I'm another really big thing about me is I do like to lace my sneakers a bit tighter than the average. The only pairs I don't lace tighter like Air Jordan 1s, but with these guys fitting and feeling the way that they do, I do appreciate being able to lace them up a little bit tighter. So there's that as well. Now, wearing these shoes, how would one rock these? Honestly, I know some of you guys are, and some of you guys and gals can pull it off. I'm not one that would rock these sneakers in particular with jeans. I think they're perfectly served for hoop shorts or joggers myself. I'm definitely excited to get out and about in the summertime and break these guys out. It's Michigan, it's April right now, which means we could potentially still get snow at any point in time right now. All right guys, that's it. That was a real quick look at the Nike Cosmic Unity Space Hippie sneakers. If you dug these shoes, let me know down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on them? Did you pick up a pair? There's like 3 other more colorways coming out. If you haven't picked up a pair yet, are you waiting on one of the different colors, or is it going to be a pass altogether? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, again, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification icon so you get an alert each and every time that I upload. And of course, make sure you follow your boy over on social media via @RobbieDiesel on the tweets, on the Instagrams, on the Snapchats, virtually everywhere. There's something for everybody on the socials, just like there's something for everybody on the channel. So make sure that you're locked in. Make sure you're following your boy. Thank you guys so very much for checking this one out. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of each other. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.